Bitcoin's on fire. What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here. Weekend's almost here. Hope everybody's having a fabulous Friday. We're going to take a look at the charts, take a look at the targets, see how it's going, see what I think's going on in the market. I do want to remind you guys, there is a ledger link below the video in the description section. Get your crypto offline. You don't have to use my link, but get yourself some kind of hard wallet. If you're not trading, shouldn't be on the exchanges. So and another thing, down there's a free Discord link to our Discord. Our community is growing rapidly, and there's a bunch of good people in there. We don't allow, anybody, any bashing or anything like that. So if you're new, you have questions, there's people in there that'll answer. It's a great community. Check it out. So, yeah, let's get into the charts, see what's going on. All right, guys, I hate to do it, but as always, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence, your own research, as this market is extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind that it's still a speculative market. Don't put in more than you're willing to lose. With that being said, if you're new here or you haven't already, hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand side of the screen. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos, which I try to post every day. Also, guys, smash those likes. Leave your comments down below in the comment section. That also gets you entered to win a free t-shirt with your drawing on Sunday. So definitely do that. Also, guys, if you belong to any other groups, Discord or whatever, share my videos. Get them out there. Let people know. I really appreciate it. This channel's grown tremendously. I couldn't do it without you. I really appreciate it. Everybody that's subscribed, like, comment, share, all that. I really appreciate it, guys. It helps the channel out more than you know. Anyways, looking at Litecoin on the daily, we're looking at this as a cup and the handle forming here, which I still believe is what's going on. We have the measured move off for this going up to 179 if we're to break back through this neckline here of $100. So let's take a look at the RSI. If you're new here, I don't like to use a bunch of indicators and all that confusing crap. I think it's a bunch of noise. I basically just use support, resistance, trend lines, RSI, a little bit of Fibonacci. Yeah, and it works for me. I don't have to sit there and go through a million indicators that are telling me 20 different things. And it's been extremely accurate for me. So just so you guys know. And another thing, don't be paying for those paid groups and paid courses and crap. It's a bunch of BS. There's tons of free information out there. Learn on your own. And if you're getting emotional in your trades and getting, fears getting you, or, you get super excited and you're buying and selling at the wrong time, calm down, relax, learn how to chart. It makes it a whole lot easier. So anyways, looking at the daily, looking at this upward rising channel that we had, we were getting support up here, resistance up here, support down here. We broke through a little bear trap here and back inside. Now let's look at the 4-hour chart, see what we're looking at there. Or the 4-hour RSI, I'm sorry. Yeah, so as you guys know, we were looking at this falling wedge, and if we broke out, we were getting a big move up, which happened. And then we got into this falling channel here, which we've popped up out of. And I do believe we have more to go, guys. Let's get into the price action here. Also, I have a new target for Bitcoin after this, so definitely check it out. A new midterm target, which, would be in the next few months. So let's see what's going on here. As you know, we had this rising channel back here that we broke out of. Came back down, tested for support, broke back in, broke down to the bottom. As you can see, we created another falling channel here, which Litecoin right now broke out of this triangle here. And let me zoom in so you can see it. I'm going to look at the possibility, if we do not break above this 77, 72 area, it's still possible that we come back down and do another touch on the bottom of this channel, which would be around the $58 range. That's the measured move off that, guys. And the way I get that is measure this triangle here, the widest point of the triangle, and put it down to the bottom. And that's where it brings us, which coincides with this bottom trend line or this falling channel. So that's what I'm looking at there. If we can't break this 77, 72, in my opinion, I think we're going to break it, guys, with how Bitcoin's reacting to everything. So, and I do believe, I have a theory about Binance. When they open their trading and stuff back up in what it's like 4 or 5 days now, and Bitcoin has moved as much as it has, I believe there's going to be some FOMO there, and that's going to give us a big boost. But it's just a theory. We'll see what happens. Anyways, so if we break out of here, the measured move out of here is this one right here, the 97.75, if you measure the channel. But before that, I did a measurement here of this as our flagpole. And if we pulled over, break out of the triangle, that coincides with the top of this white trend line here, which is around the $90 range. That'll be the top of there. We'll probably get some resistance. I think that the possibility we break through that is pretty high. If we do break through there, obviously my next measured move is this falling channel, which is at $97, $98 range, guys. We'll probably see some resistance there because that'll be kind of like it'll be this old resistance over here. But I do have a measured move measuring this as a flagpole, and this is a giant bull flag. And the measured move off that is about the 116 range. So that's what we're looking at with Litecoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, see what's going on in there. As you can see, I have a new target up here, $10,000. And I'll show you how I got that. First, we have the higher target here of 8,200. And that was looking at this as a cup with the neckline at right about 56.50 area. And then the handle. And obviously go up from there in that $82 range, which is that target. Now I'm looking at this could be possibly a bigger cup with right at the 65.72 range if we do make it up to that 6,500. And I do believe we're going to be doing that. So if we took a measured move off that and put it up there, if we broke out above it, that brings us up to 10,000, guys. So I do see that as a definite possibility. And if you stick around to the end, I have much higher targets that are very possible that we'll take a look at. But for now, let's go into the daily chart. Same thing, at a rising channel here, which we had a little bear trap. And it looks as we are forming right now a head and shoulders, or inverse head and shoulders. This is the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. It looks like we broke out. And I believe we'll continue up from here. Let's look at the 4-hour RSI and see if that's telling us the same thing. And if you guys remember, I have this long rising channel that we've been in forever, getting resistance off the top, support on the bottom. And we also drew this trend lines in here, this kind of symmetrical wedge, which we broke out of on the bearish side over here, bullish side over here. And now we're moving back up. And as you can see, once we broke through this, it's possible we come back down, test this line again before our continuation up. So let's look at the price action and see where we're at there. And obviously, we'll take a look at the bearish possibilities first. And guys, as of right now, even if we went down from here, I don't see us going any lower than the 4,500 area. And that's the absolute worst, in my opinion. I do believe, obviously it's possible, but I don't think it's going to happen. I believe we're going up to much higher highs and then maybe come back down and test the 5,000 range. But let's look at where we're at. We had this rising channel in here, and I've extended it all the way out here, which this line will probably be significant if we were to break through down out of here. And what I'm looking at now is if we were to come back down and test this for support and broke through, be looking at right around the, actually we would move this over now, guys. Be looking at the bottom of this channel would be around the 5,200 range, which, if that was to break, then we would look at that 4,500 range, and that's just a measured move out of this channel, and that would take us down there. So that's the bearish scenario, guys. Wouldn't be too worried about that right now. I do believe we're going up to my target of the 65 to 65.50 range, which would also meet up with this long-term trend line that I've had drawn here forever off of these two. Some reason I'm lagging and my chart is, there it is. All right, so I took it off these two peaks right here and brought it all the way up. So we get up to that 65.50 range. That's gonna get us to the, to touch this trend line. If we were to break through that, then we're looking at the $7,000 range. But and that's very possible, guys. But I do believe we're gonna get some resistance here, maybe some sideways action, and then possibly up to the 73. But I'll show you how I got those measurements. And looking at the breakout here of this channel, the measured move off that is this line right here. That gets us up to the 65 range. Also, if you look, I have this, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it. I have this rising broadening wedge here. And the way you do a measured move off that is the widest part of where it broke out, and you bring it up to the top. And that also gets us up to that 65.50 area. So I do believe we're going to continue up to that point at least. And, if we do have a correction from there, we may come back down, test the top of this channel, test that 6,000 range again, and then go up from there. But I do see much higher highs. Like I said, the more and more I'm watching this and the more data that comes in, I believe that we're going to get up to that 7,000 range. But like I said, right now, I feel safe saying I believe we're going to get up and touch this 6,500 to 6,550 range. So let's go into the Bitcoin daily chart against the gold weekly chart. So I'm going to, as you can see, I have this yellow trend line up here. And when I flash back and forth from gold to Bitcoin, watch this yellow line. And I'm going to go to the gold chart now. And I have the same yellow line here. And that's where broke out. And if you look at how much alike these look, guys, I've drawn trend lines from each peak to where we broke down, and we'll zoom in a little bit and show you what's going on there. But I want to, excuse me, show you guys that comparison. It's amazing. So, anyways, as you can see, this looks like a so-called hyperwave. I think that is a total crock of shit because they talk about, they've looked at 400 and some charts and they've all done whatever. Anyways, this sure looks like a hyperwave here, and it never had no big capitulation. And according to their hyperwave theory, this would have went down to $50 or something. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, if you're still waiting on them lower lows, good luck, man. I've said it in my video before. I'll see you at 6,500 when you're FOMOing in. But anyways, let's take a look at how it bottomed out. Nice rounded bottom, no big capitulation candle. We had two touches on this bottom trend line before moving upwards, and same thing on these trend lines that I've drawn to where it broke down here. We had some resistance and then they became support, and we'll see the same thing in Bitcoin in a minute. And also stick around for looking at the RSI in Bitcoin in the macro. So anyways, same thing. Let's zoom in a little bit and take a look at how it's bottomed out. The bottom's in, guys. I truly believe that. If I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to admit it, but I truly believe it. Anyways, two touches on the bottom trend line here. Same thing as gold. Each time we hit one of these trend lines here, we had, it was our resistance and then became support each time all the way up here. And if you look at this top one, I've drawn this one from here. Thanks, Predator, for pointing this out. But I've drawn this trend line from these bottoms here all the way across. And that matches up with my target almost exact around this 65.70, 65.80 range from where we're at now if we were to go straight up. So pretty interesting. Obviously, we had the golden cross here. That's my 55 EMA crossing the 200 EMA. This thing it still looks bullish, guys. Like I said, the area to watch is going to be that 65.50 area. And who knows, maybe we'll stick around here for a while, or we break through that you know, get up to the 7,000, come back down to the, you know, 6,550. Binance opens up their trading again, and boom, you know, huge bull run. We'll see. That's just a theory. Anyways, let's go into the RSI now. We're going to start with the weekly RSI and see what it's looking like. That's a beautiful weekly chart, guys. Just to tell you. Anyways, here's a 2013 bull run. I drew this trend line coming down, which we got resistance off of twice, broke through, boom, never looked back. 2018 bull run, drew the same trend line, 2 points of resistance, broke through, boom. I don't think we're looking back. Let's look at the monthly. And the monthly, you can see I have these two arcs drawn in here. And you'll see I have 4 arrows. And each arrow, well, first I'll show you. This is 2013 bull run, 2017 bull run. Each arrow represents a new low on the RSI. There were 4 in this bear trend, 4 in this bear trend. Do believe the bottom's in, guys. Also, I want to point out that this one could be a lot quicker. I drew these arcs the same. Obviously, the market's changed, but this could be a lot quicker, something like this. But yeah, keep that in mind, guys. And I appreciate you guys watching the channel. So just a reminder, you can click the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Smash those likes and leave your comments, guys. Let me know what you think. Thanks, and I will see you tomorrow.